I'm terrified of falling in love with a con man. You know the kind. He's charming, he's good looking, he has a whole other family in Rancho Cucamonga. And when I find out about that other family in Rancho Cucamonga, I stab his ass for lying to me. Which leads me to my second biggest fear, which is being featured on an episode of Snapped.
So I was recently wondering, what if men suddenly had vaginas? What do you think they would do with their vaginas? I think they'd play with them all the time. And they'd play with them and play with them, but then they'd finally get bored because they wouldn't be able to pleasure themselves because they can't find the clit. So it's true for some of you, you know it is. And then, they'd have to use it as a pocket and put their fucking keys in it or something. And then I was wondering, well, what if women had penises? I know if I had a penis, I would play with that thing all day long until I could not play with it anymore. Exactly. And then I'd get bored with it, and I'd need a place to hang my coat. Or that necklace I can never find.
Ever since that quote came out where Trump talked about grabbing him by the pussy, I hear and see the word pussy everywhere. And I say it too. Like, I've never heard this word so many times in my life. Just even today, I work in television and I had to email the network and ask them, do we need to bleep the word pussy? It's referring to someone being a wimp and not to a body part. So do we need to bleep pussy?
So I used to have a giant black cat named Lestat. And at one point he was 29 pounds. Yeah, he was huge. He was like a raccoon almost. And but because he was so huge, he became diabetic, and I had to give him insulin shots every 12 hours. And it really fucked with my social life for a while, because no matter where I was, every 12 hours I'd have to be like, sorry guys, I've got to go home and shoot up my pussy.
I was recently in Paris, and the French word for push is pousser. So half the doors in Paris said pousser. I'm like, God damn, I cannot get away from pussy. I met a guy there in Paris who was from Pakistan, but he's lived in Paris 20 years. He's an electrician. We had a great time in Paris. And we kept in touch after I came back, and then he asked me, he says he wants to come here. He's never been to America. I'm like, sure, come on and visit. And he's like, well, will you sponsor me? And I was like, you're from Pakistan and you are an electrician. No. I will not sponsor you. You know, of course my white privileged mind immediately goes to, he's a fucking terrorist. It's like he's been waiting to meet me. He's been in a sleeper cell and he's been waiting for this naive white American woman to come to Paris and screw his brains out and suck his cock like a lollipop, and then come back to the U.S. and wake up some sleeper cell. Fuck! No, I will not sponsor you. I'm a karaoke diva, and but the thing is, in LA, karaoke is very competitive. So I will only do songs that are on a list that I have prepared. I'll do songs like, you're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. So, then I have another list of songs in my phone of stuff I'm working on that I'm not putting. So I practice those at home, and then I'll do them at karaoke.
On weekends, I take a water aerobics class, and I thought it was going to be awesome and relaxing. It was going to be like Golden Girls. I was so wrong. It's totally fucking Mean Girls. These women criticize how I do the exercises. They criticize my car. They gossip with each other all the time. And it drives me nuts.
So one day I decided to rewrite the lyrics to the Golden Girls theme song. Here it is. Thank you for being a bitch. Travel down the pool and back again. Your heart is black. You're a gossip and a frenemy. And if you threw a party and invited everyone from the pool, you would see that there would be no gift from me. Just a card that says inside, thank you for being a cunt.